welcome to Crafty Clegg's Creations. My name is Jeanette and today I'm coming to you from a very, very wet northwest of England where I live with my husband Timothy and our dog Zach. Today is Friday the 14th of April 2023. You can find me on most social media platforms. I have an Instagram account on here on YouTube, and also I have an Etsy shop, and I will leave links to where you can find me in the description box below. Just bear with me before we've even got started. Zach, sit down. Okay, how are we all? It's been some time. In fact, I've looked on my YouTube this morning and I think it said, it could have been 26 or 24 days. I can't remember. I'll have a look and I'll put it on the screen since our last podcast. No reason, just life. Yeah, just life. And as I am still following my approach of stress-free 23, that's just how it's been. Yeah, so for no other reason than I have just been busy having a life. So I'd also like to thank all my subscribers. I am almost, well, when I say almost, I think I've got about 2,805 or 10 or something like that subscribers. So not a lot to get to 3,000. So I would like to welcome all my new subscribers and my returning subscribers for coming back. Thank you very much. And I've decided that because it's such a milestone, I mean 3,000 subscribers, I never would have thought for 1 minute I'd have got 30, let alone 3,000. I am just, yeah, I'm really, really blown away by it all. I always think, who wants to listen to me waffle? You know, like when I've done my podcasting or my filming and I go downstairs and I make another coffee and I download it to my iPad and I'm on my iMovies and I'm editing it and I'm thinking, what a load of old trollop this is. But I'm always amazed at how many people like to watch me, so thank you very much. And for that, I've decided when we get to 3,000 subscribers, I am going to have a nice big giveaway. So if you do watch and you haven't hit that subscribe button, do, because as soon as we get to 3,000, we'll have a giveaway. So yeah, do hit the subscribe buttons and put the thumbs up and comment. I love comments. Don't always get back to you straight away, but I do try to reply to every one of your comments. What else can I tell you? I'll tell you about what we've been doing the past few weeks. So we have had Easter here in the UK and that was the weekend just gone. So on Friday morning, Tim, I and our little dog packed up the car and we went off to visit our daughter and daughter-in-law in Froome. We stayed there for the weekend. It was so nice. We travelled down on Friday, which was, yeah, I mean, just as you can imagine, Easter traffic. It took us about 6 hours to get there. And obviously, because we had the dog, we had to stop for pit breaks and stuff like that. But that was okay. It was a nice, relaxing drive, really. Excuse me, like I said, there was a couple of traffic jams, but nothing major. And so we got there and we had coffee and, you know, exchanged pleasantries like you do and just sort of caught up with each other. And then we decided we'd go out for a bite to eat. So we went out and had food that night. On Saturday, Tim and I went into Froome. We walked around the town or the little village, Froome. I went to my favourite fabric store, Millie Moon's, and got some bits and pieces. Nothing that you'll be interested in, like toy stuffing and stuff like that. And then we had coffee, and then in the afternoon Katie's mother-in-law Fiona came over and we all had Sunday dinner on Saturday, which was really, really nice because we don't normally get to do things like that with them because our visits are just so few and far between, and it's very hard to get everybody together at the same time, but it was just what I needed. It was a really nice pick-me-up. I come back feeling refreshed and happy and ready to start again. So yeah, we had that, and Fiona is a qualified hairdresser, so she trimmed my hair for me while we were there. She trimmed mine and she trimmed Katie's. Like a busman's holiday, that, isn't it, for her? But thank you. If you're watching, Fee, thank you very much. I love my new haircut. Sunday, we had, Justina did us a beautiful bacon sandwich and coffee. And then all day Sunday, they were in the garden. I went and helped. I did a little bit of sweeping, but Tim and Katie and Justina, they were trimming back the trees and sweeping up and cleaning up, getting ready for the spring, summer. Tim was instructed to put a couple of fence panels up, which he did. So that were nice. We had a nice day. We were very, very relaxed, but very nice. And then we had a nice takeaway in the evening. We had one of Tim's favourite meals, which was a curry. So we had a takeaway, which was, again, nice because, like, you know, Tim and I are not massive takeaway eaters. And then on Monday morning, we set off quite early and come home. So that was lovely. We had a lovely time there. In between that, Denise came over one Sunday and we had a knit and natter. Unfortunately, Sue couldn't come because she was at what did she go? Oh, she was at a baby shower. So that was nice. What else? I don't think I've really done much else, actually. Obviously, we've been out and done our walk. When I say obvious, I don't know why I always say that, obviously, because it's not obvious. But it is to me because that's what we do now. So we've been out and done some walking. Not as much as I'd like to. I'm not going to say we have because it's not stopped raining for what seems like 365 days to me. I mean, obviously it has. But it's just constantly pouring down. And I said to Tim, I just completely refuse to go out in the rain. I'm just not going out walking in the rain. Excuse me a minute. I'm drinking luxury Vimto today with a straw. I won't go into too much detail, but I'm sure you can see on camera I've got a cluster of cold sores down here. I do suffer terrible with cold sores all around my lips, up my nose. I have done since I was a child. So yeah, it's a bit sore at the moment. What was I saying? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, so we've been out for walks. We was going to, again, have a trip to Manchester or to the Trafford Centre, but I'll be dead honest, I'm fed up of doing that. I just want the nicer weather to come so we can go further afield and do the things that I want to do. But anyway, so that's enough waffling for me. Oh, one other thing I want to mention. Two things, actually. Firstly, I spoke to my son last night and he said, Mum, if you podcast, I'll be watching. So if you are watching, pal, hello. I hope you enjoy the bit of waffle at the front. He don't watch the knitting and crocheting. He just watches what he calls the bit of waffle at the beginning. So if you're watching, Tom, hello son, love you. And the other thing, my lovely friend Dawn, who is over in Amsterdam, she has two separate channels. She has the Dawn's Days, what she does vlogging with her life through the week. And then she has another one of her crafting channels called The Woven Almanac. And she's almost at 1,000 subscribers. And when she gets to 1,000 subscribers on The Woven Almanac, she's going to do a giveaway. So if you want to head over to her channel and perhaps give her a thumbs up and subscribe, you might be in with a chance of having another free giveaway there. If I can, I'm not sure how to do this. I might have to get in touch with Dawn so she can give me the link. I will leave the link to Dawn's channel down below. Anyway, that's all that out of the way. So I've got not a lot to show you, but quite a bit. So I think I'm going to start with works in progress. Okay, so I'm going to start with my works in progress. Can you see me? I am here. And I'm going to start with my Coronation keepsake blanket. I am behind. I'm halfway through week 4, but then that's nothing new, is it? Because I'm always behind because I've got so many other things on the go. So last time I showed it to you, I think I can't remember if we was here or here. I think we were here. So from the white striped granny to the blue wave, all that was week 3. And it was quite a lot to try and keep up with. But I did manage it. But of course I've got behind now on week 4. but I'm not stressing. Stress-free 23. So week 4 was all these granny squares. Oh, no, it wasn't. Week 4 was started at the red here, I think. And then these are, is it not showing up very well, is it? Can you see it? That's the purple little miniature bobbles. And you do that one. And then all the way around there. And the same on that. So I've done that side and that side. And now I've just started this side. So there's not really, other than that, like that, there's not really much more I can show you. But it looks nice, doesn't it? I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. I'm dreading the next bit, I'm not going to lie, because it's the jewels. Oh, bear with me 1 second while I get this out of the way. So, you will have seen, maybe on the internet or other people that have done it, I've got all the jewels and the bits and pieces in my rope basket I made. I have done all the jewels now, all 96 of them. I love these colours together, look at that, don't they look lovely? Very regal. So next, I've got to join these, and you've got to granny square join as you go, which I haven't done a lot of, but I'm going to give it a good go. And Susan, my friend, I think she's up to date with hers, and I know that she's done all these, so if I get stuck, I could always go and ask Susan. So that is slow going, but making progress, because I have worked on this quite a lot. I'm a little bit worried about running out of some of the yarns. I am on the Facebook group, and quite a few people have said on the Facebook group that they run out. Oh, it's my crochet hook. That they've run out of this purple. Oops, a bit of fluff on there. Yeah, that they've run out of that. So I'm just hoping, because I'm quite a loose knitter, so a loose crocheter. So yeah, I mean, I might run out of that. If so, I'll just have to get one from somewhere else, and if I can't, then I'll have to wait till they come back in stock, because apparently they're really struggling to get the yarn. So that is my progress on my Coronation keepsake blanket, which, excuse me, like I say, I'm really, really enjoying. The next thing I'm going to show you is my progress on my caravan. And again, this is an ongoing thing. I think this is going to take me quite some time, because again, I've got so much on the go, but I'm really enjoying it, and that's all that matters. So you've all seen the caravan. This is the front of the caravan. And now we've got beds, settees. Well, we've got a bed. Let me put the blanket on the bed. Bed, settee, and a pillow. And I'm halfway through making, this sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? The sink. So here we go. We have the bunk beds. Can you see them? There's the bunk beds. And this is the settee. Love it. I absolutely love it. Like I say, it's going to take me a while, because coming home from Froome on Sunday, it was, although we managed to get home in about 4 and a bit hours, and we stopped and got coffee and let the dog use the bathroom. This was one of the blankets that's in the book for the bunk beds. This is another one of the blankets that's in the books for the bunk bed. And a pillow, a little tiny pillow. And these two blankets and that pillow, I did them when I was coming home from Froome in the car, so that took me 4 hours, bearing in mind I did have a break of 20 minutes to get coffee and use the bathroom. So it's just, they are only small, but they're a bit, that was very, very fiddly. It's not even, but I love how it just looks really rustic, and I just love it. I just really, really love how it's turned out. I love the colours. I just love everything about it. So, yes, progress this month is a couple of blankets, a pillow, Let me put them back in so I can show you. My children think I've lost the plot. They think Mum's gone mad, but I don't care. So there you go. There's the bunk beds. And this is the sofa. Got to make a couple of pillows for that. And then this is the bag that I've got all my bits and pieces in. And I chose all nice bright colours for the blankets. So all my colours, let me show you my colours. All my colours in here. So that's all for pillows, teapots, all that kind of thing. I'm going to use all those nice bright minis. And all these minis are from Kelly at Lay Family Yarn. She does the cutest little minis. And I started to collect them last year, the year before. Anyway, I got them all together because they were so bright, and I decided that that's what I was going to use for inside. I've got a couple of pictures that I got, miniature pictures that I got to put in my dollhouse that I can't get on the wall now, they're full, so I'm going to put a couple of pictures in there. And at the moment, I'm just in the middle of, let me just get it right, crocheting the sink. The sink. So this is the sink for in the caravan. There's the sink. You can do your bit of washing up. Oh, I'm going mad. This is the draining board. There's the sink. Let me put it in the caravan and you can see it in situ. It's very cramped, this caravan. By the time it's finished, because there is supposed to be a cupboard in it too, but I don't know if I'm going to put the cupboard in. So there's the sink. I have got to do the base, and I've got to put the drawers on the front, and there's even in the book, let me show you the book just in case it's your first time here. This is the book that I'm using, Let's Go Camping by Kate Brunning. I thought it was Brunting, it's Brunning, B-R-U-N-I-N-G. There's even little patterns in here for cups and saucers and pots and pans. Whether I'll get to do that, I don't know. So that's how far we've got on the caravan. Slow progress, but we're getting there. It will get finished. Still got to get a button for on the top. Still not liking this pink button. So I still need to find a button for that. But again, that'll come in time. So that's that. So like I say, for all the blankets and the pillows and everything else, I'm using Lay Family Yarn for 4-ply sock yarn. And then for the bed and the sink, and if I can make the little shelf and the cupboard at the top, i.e. if there's enough room for it to go in, I will do. And these are what I'm using for that. And this is, yeah, you guessed it, Sheepy's Katona. Oh, I just love this cotton, love it. So that's the progress that I've made on my caravan. Now, the next thing I showed you last time I podcast one of my incoming, which was this beautiful bag and some beautiful yarn from Elise at Lay Keepsake Crochet. And I said to you, I wouldn't be able to wait to go and cast it on. Well, I did. I cast it on. Not finished with it yet, but that's fine. I am making the Sophie shawl. Really, really nice. I love it. Very, very easy, but there's a bit of a tail to the Sophie shawl. I will show you. So this is the yarn that I'm using. Well, this is what I was gifted last time I podcast, and it's from Good Noodle Yarns. Well, I think it's Good Noodle Yarn Co. It's handmade in Concord in North Carolina, not far from where I used to live in South Carolina. Oh, lovely. Anyway, this is how far I have got. It is knitting up beautifully. I love this yarn. Is that not gorgeous? I don't know as if... oh, no, it looks quite nice, I think. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep going, increasing until I've got half a ball left. And then I shall start decreasing. So, because I want to make sure that I've got all this yarn in the scarf. I don't want any left over because it was a gift. And it's, well, I feel that it's special because it's from not far from where Tim and I used to live. I just feel that, you know, I want to use it all up. I don't mind like a little bit left over, but it just seems such a shame that I wouldn't. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry on increasing until I've got half the yarn, and then I'm going to start decreasing. I am using Chia Goo. They're not the size actually that the pattern calls for. I'm not going to tell you what size it is because it's a paid for pattern, but I am using my Chia Goo Premier Stainless Steel and 24 inches, and I'm doing them on 3.75. And like I said, that's how far I've got. And I love this I-cord edge because it makes everything so, can you see? I don't know if you can see that, so much neater. Yeah, love it. I wish you could feel it. It just feels so soft and smells yummy. So yeah, that's how far I've got with my Sophie shawl. I've been doing a little bit of everything, to be fair. I've not done lots and lots of anything, but bits of everything. The most thing that I've worked on has been my Coronation blanket, my Coronation keepsake blanket. But I'm really enjoying that. It's very, very relaxing. Excuse me, this is one of those projects that you can just watch in front of the TV, or, you know, if you've got to go to an appointment, you can take something with you, or car knitting and stuff like that. It's really, really nice. So that's my other work in progress. And I've got one other thing to show you that I'm working on before I show you what I finished. Let me just take a sip. I have a lovely Instagram friend, Helen. Some of you probably will know her. I'm sure a lot of you know her. And she's Helen, and on Instagram she's Crochet Crazy Helen. And she was looking for test crocheters, as she's bringing out her own pattern. And I said to her, oh, I'd love to have a go at that, Helen. I'll test it for you. And it's only quite small, so it's a bit of an in-between and I can get it done quite quick. Anyway, she's called Little Miss Daisy, and like I say, it's by Helen from Crochet Crazy Helen. How adorable is that? But in true style, Helen does everything miniature. Now, the pattern does call for a 1 millimeter, is it one? A 1 millimeter hook, and I don't have one of them. My smallest one is 1.5. So I am crocheting this on a Clover Amore 1.5 millimeter. And I am using, oh, wait till you see it. I'm using, excuse me, Sheepy's Maxi Sweet Treat. And that's like a peachy colour. And this is what the dress is done in. Can you see? So I'm hoping to have this done by probably tomorrow, to be fair. Once I've got me podcast uploaded, I'll have a little bit more spare time. And here she is. This is how far I've got. Isn't that just the cutest thing? So you can sort of see that's her body. So I've just got her arms to do, a hat to do, and a couple of flowers. So I should be finished in no time at all. It's a really, really nice, easy pattern to follow. And I guess that you could do it in any yarn, really. Once I've finished this, I wouldn't mind making it in maybe stone wash. I love my stone wash, as you know, so I wouldn't mind making it in that. And I bet it'd be really nice in a chunky as well. I'd be very intrigued to see what it looks like in all different sizes of yarn. I bet it looks absolutely stunning, from small all the way up to big. I might try that. So that is what I'm test knitting at the moment for Helen. And again, if I can find a link to Helen's Instagram page, I will put it up for you. So it's in my little basket. So this green is the colour that I'm using for obviously a body, and peach for a skin tone. And then these are the only two that I had that looked a little bit like daisies, so I'm going to use them for the daisies and a hat. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. I have to sort of have my glasses right up so I can see out the bottom of them. I have my light down me because, well, yeah, my eyes are not the best, and using a 1.5mm hook and such, I mean, I don't know what ply this sweet treat is. I'm not sure. Don't know, just says mercerised cotton. You can use a 1.25 up to a 1.5 with it. Anyway, that's what I'm using. Yeah, and I'm loving it. It's really, really well written. Dead simple instructions, tells you what to do. You just get on with it, and really, really nice. Really impressed with it. So yeah, I should have that finished, hopefully, Helen, by tomorrow morning. And as soon as I do, I'll get a picture over, and I'll put a picture on my Instagram for everybody to see. So that's all my works in progress at the moment. Well, not quite. I am making lots of journals as well, but I don't know what it is about my journaling channel. I just can't seem. I don't know. I think what I should have done is probably left all my crafting in the one place. I will give you a quick flip through of my journal that I'm making, or my main journal that I'm making, at the end of the video. And if you're interested in junk journaling, will you do me a favour and let me know whether you prefer it separate on my other channel, which I have got another channel called the Journaling Chronicles, I think. That's how often I use it. I can't remember what it's called. Or whether you prefer to have it all on the same channel, because I would prefer to have it all on the same channel, I think, but I will do it separate if that's what you would all prefer. Anyway, gosh, I'm waffling a lot today, aren't I? And I've still got a bit to get through. Right, so let me show you my two finished things. So my first finished item, I did show it to you last time. I was just about finished with him, and I can't find the pattern anywhere. I don't know where I've put it, but I will put a picture on the screen somewhere. But I have finished King Charles. Isn't he fab? I absolutely love him. He is done in Sheepy's Katona with a 2.5mm crochet hook. Very fiddly to do, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't difficult. The worst thing was constructing the crown. It's not quite as perfect as I'd like it. This is his hair, which, oh yeah, I can't tell you because it's a paid for pattern. But it wasn't difficult, just a little bit fiddly. He's got his gold buttons here. It's just fab. I just love him. I really do love him. It was very, very fun to make. Like I say, easy. Just constructing him was a bit fiddly. In fact, I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember now, but I'm sure I used Fabri-Tac, some of my Fabri-Tac glue, to put his hat together in places because it just was not going well. Anyway, whilst I've got him here, I'm also going to make, I can't remember if I've shown you this, I don't think I have, but if I have, I apologise for repeating myself, but I've also treated myself to Camilla. So I'm going to make Camilla to go with Charles. And again, I don't know if she'll get finished for the coronation, but it doesn't matter. Because they are going to be keepsakes. Oh, it actually looks like him, doesn't it? Do you not think? Oh, dear. Oh, I love it. I could just sit and make all these things all day long. Anyway, so that is my finished King Charles. I wonder if he's feeling nervous. I bet he is. It's a big, big day for him, isn't it? One that he's waited for a long time. Anyway, so King Charles, he's finished. And I am going to make Consort Camilla. Queen Consort Camilla, if you don't mind, of the United Gnome. Isn't she good? But I haven't, you're not going to believe this, and I mean, you won't be able to see it because it's all down here, but in all my Cotoner cotton, I haven't got that blue. And I really, really like that blue. So I might have to just order a ball of that. So that's my first finished object, along with my next project. And then I have been wanting to make this forevermore in a day. And the other week I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy the pattern, I'm going to put everything down and I'm going to do it and finish it. And I'm so glad I did, because I will be making more of these when it gets near to the end of the year. That's all I'm saying. I'm not mentioning the C word yet. It's far too early. But by the end of the year, I'm going to hopefully make some more. And it is the Flying Fairies. I will leave a link down below for you for these. This is what I made at Katie's. I took this with me and I thought, you know what, I am going to sit and relax, and I did. On Sunday I went out in the garden. It was a beautiful day in Froome and I crocheted a bit of a head, and then I went in and made coffee for everybody and sat with the dogs. Oh, it was a lovely day. And so here she is. This is my, oh, I love her legs, my flower fairy. Isn't she lovely? Very, very well constructed. Very well constructed. Her arms and her legs are dead easy to make. It was all nice to make. She got a little flower on her hat, and I've been trying to find a little tiny pearl that I can put in there, but I haven't come across one yet. Safety eyes, wings. Like I said, very, very well constructed. The only thing I did different was the bottom of her skirt. So you finish off and you just literally finish off and tie off and sew in the ends. But I did on the bottom, I don't know if you can see, a reverse crab stitch, just to give it that little bit more of a definition, really. So now what I need to do is get some fishing wire, because she advises you, well, she tells you how to hang it, and it's just clear fishing wire, and you can, I don't know if you can see over here, but I've got my seagull hanging and my bird hanging, and you can have your fairy hanging, and I'd really like that. But I think what I might do is try and sneak it down the stairs and have it hanging from my shelves in the dining room. I just love it. It just doesn't need to be out the way, does it? I want them all over the house. I know, he won't let me, well, he will, he'll let me have some, but not as many as, I'd like them all there. Anyway, never mind. This is Flying Fairy, and she's done, I don't even know why I tell you. She was done in Sheepy's Cotoner on a 2.5mm crochet hook. And I loved it. I loved making it. Really relaxing, really fun. Yeah, I don't know what to say other than another fab make, and I will definitely be making more of these. I am definitely going to have one of these on top of my Christmas tree, because the way it's constructed, it's hollow in the middle. So she could quite easily, with her legs at the front, she could quite easily sit on top of my Christmas tree, couldn't she? How lovely would that be? What colour do you think I should do her for my Christmas tree? I was thinking all white, and obviously a face and arms and legs skin tone, or maybe a darker tone. But I was thinking of a really nice sparkly, oh, is it called Rico? They do a gold and a silver, and I thought, how about a really nice gold and silver, or, you know, not mix, but gold or silver hat and bun, but then do white wings and then trim it all the way around with gold or silver. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Isn't she lovely? Can't you tell I love her? Oh, this is the only thing. A little head's a little wobbly, but by the time, oh, her hat comes off as well. I forgot to not put you're supposed to fasten her hat on, but I didn't, because I thought what I'd do is thread the wire through. You're supposed to stuff her head, but once she's hanging, it don't matter. She's all nice and wobbly. I think it's meant to be like that. Anyway, let me just do her again so you can see her. Isn't she gorgeous? There you go. I think I might have that as a thumbnail. Anyway, so that is my flying fairy. So that's my second finished item. And that's it. I've not got anything else finished off. But I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. Now, I've got some incoming. Some really nice incoming goodies. And I've bought a new pattern. Well, I bought 2 new patterns. I bought Camilla. So I'll show you, next I'll show you the pattern that I've bought. I have a thing for crocheted frogs at the moment, or not necessarily crocheted, I have a thing for frogs. Paula from Stitched by Mrs. D has just done, she does, I don't know, she's called it, it's her bear club, but it was a frog. Oh, and I was so tempted to get one. But I am just trying to rein it in a bit. So I didn't. I was good, but I couldn't resist this pattern. So look at that. This is one of my favourite pattern designer. I've used her before. She's called Julia and she's from straw_animals. She is on Instagram. Oh, there's a link, so I'll probably be able to put that in for you. And I'll also put a link to her Instagram, not her Instagram, her Etsy shop where I purchased this from. I haven't started it, obviously, but yeah, I printed off the front page just to show you. And I think I'm going to do, I don't know what colour to do. I quite like them both. Anyway, I've treated myself to that, so that's on my to-do list. Also, you will remember I don't have a monthly subscription because you don't have to subscribe to it if you don't want to. And it's the Pastels and Pops from Woolly Goodness. And this was March's. Show you. Aren't they lovely? I only get 10 grams. And then, so you get your... This month's was turquoise. And you got your turquoise little stitch marker. It is, yeah, Pastels and Pops Club, March Turquoise Pops it is. It's merino nylon mini, 75 superwash merino, 25% nylon, blah, 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 and washing cold water for best results. But what I think I'm going to do, again, I know I wanted to make the triangular shawl with all this, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that. With these, I'd still like to make the blanket or the shawl. I don't know whether it's a blanket or a shawl. But what I might do with these is I might do them as an advent. I might make my own advent this year. And I bought, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, Sherry from Cherry Heart. No, Sandra from Cherry Heart, excuse me. I bought one of her advent patterns and it's for a crocheted shawl. So I think that's what I'm feeling that I want to do. Anyway, I've ordered me April ones. And so them was March's, so they come this month. I love them colours. So that was one of the things that I treated myself to. And then I've had quite a few gifts this month. I did a couple of Easter swaps. One with Sharon. I will put her, again, I'm not sure how to do Instagram links. If I can get Sharon's Instagram page down below, I'll share her link. I did one with Sharon and one with Suzanne of Green Lampkin Yarn. So I'll show you what they sent me. Sharon sent me, I mean, they know me so well. Look at this. And now I've shown it to you, I can use it. So chuffed with this. This was off Sharon. I love these triangular bags. I have made these in the past for my shop, but I've not made them for a long time. So she made me this triangular bag with the toadstools and a notions pouch to match with polka dots. And, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Polka dot lining. Oh, I love it. So yes, I am going to put, I think I will put in here my frog. So my frog will be in there. So she sent me that, Sharon, with chocolates that I've already got. They was delicious. There was Cadbury's. No, they weren't. Terry's, white chocolate, eggs. Oh, it was gorgeous. So she sent me that with chocolates, and then she sent me, for my paper crafting, look at this. Oh, I love it. It's just like a little book. Let me take the thing off the cord so I can show you. With all these different beautiful, beautiful papers. Look at that. In all different designs. I love the corners of them. This is what I like about my paper crafting. Look at that. And so you can have that layered and have that stuck out. Oh, and it looks so nice. Thank you very much, Sharon. I love this. So those will be going in one of, probably a few, because there's quite a lot there. So them was off Sharon and Sweetest. Thank you very much. And then, so I got that one day, and then the day after, the one from Suzanne arrived. Let me open it for you, bear with me, upside down. Oh, and again, I loved this. Look at this that Suzanne sent me. Well, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I've saved absolutely everything. So, I was supposed to go to... let me tell you the story quickly. I was supposed to go to a yarn festival and meet Suzanne and Sharon. And I won't go into detail, but I couldn't go. I couldn't go. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to meet up with them and enjoy the trip. So while they were there, they saw this, both Sharon and Suzanne. It's a mouthful, that, isn't it? And they treated me to it. Is this not just fab? Crochet is not just a hobby, it's a way of life. And it is so true. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it really is true. If I don't pick my crochet up every single day, I get bits of withdrawal symptoms. It might only be for half an hour, but that's all I need. My favourite time to crochet is at night time, when I've had enough of the day and I take myself upstairs with a nice hot chocolate and my bag of crocheting, and I get in bed and I watch no, not an iMovie. Oh dear, I'm having a bad day today with my mind. A YouTube video. I watch one of my podcasts and I love it. Absolutely love it. And that is where that's going to go, at the side of my bed. Anyway, I digress. So this is what I got from Suzanne. Oh, look at all that. So even down to the paper that's got chicks on. Obviously, I'll be saving that for me paper crafting. So the first thing she gave me, look at that. Is that not just beautiful? This is hand-dyed by Suzanne, and it is Sparkle Socks Neon Narcissus, daffodils. Neon daffodils. Oh, be careful what I'm saying. 75% merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. Is it not just beautiful? Thank you so much, Suzanne. I'm not sure what I might make with that, but I'm very tempted to make some socks. Even though I'm not a massive sock maker, I am very tempted to make some socks. I love the sparkle in it. So Suzanne sent me that. And then I love this. Look at that for my ornament. Easter chick. And it's got, hold on, bells on. Then there was 3 chicks. Aren't they gorgeous for on my little tree? I haven't got an Easter tree, but you know now Suzanne started me off with decorations. I think I'm going to have one. Suzanne had, I watched her Easter vlogs, and Suzanne has like a really nice white twig tree, and I think I might get something like that for next year. Now she started me off and to collect it. And then she got me a beautiful card, which again I'm going to save for me journaling. I've even saved all the tape so I can put that in my journal as well. And she also sent me a beautiful bunny, chocolate bunny. But as you can guess, that's gone as well. Yeah, it's all gone. How long have I been waffling? Oh, I'm sorry. I've had a right old waffle to you today, haven't I? It's because I haven't seen you for a while. I feel like I've missed you. Anyway, the next thing is some new books. So let me show you. So this one was gifted to me by my lovely friend Denise. When I went to Black Sheep with Alison was making something out of this, and I ummed and ahed whether to buy the book, and I'm glad I didn't, because Denise said to me, I've got this book and I will never use it, you can have it. So she gave me that book. So thank you very much, Denise. I haven't made anything out of it yet. I know Susan, our other friend, has made, can't remember, and she'll be screaming at me now. Well, she won't be screaming, but she'll be saying, Jeanette, I've made such and such a thing. I want to say that Sue's made this. But I don't know if she was telling me someone had made it in pink and grey. I think she did. I don't know. Can't remember. If you're watching, Sue, what have you made? But I quite fancy making first this little monkey. Look at that, and I love his cardigan. So yeah, I'm hoping to get round to that. I mean, I'm still on my first thing, making my first thing from my #amigurumi books. I'm still on that. And then Tim got me this for Easter. This is more crocheted iconic women. So that's another one that he bought me. And I think I'd really, really like to make this one first. This is Dolly Parton. I love Dolly Parton. I love them all. They're all, yeah, I love them all. And again, really nice book. Dead easy. Lots of nice things to make. Oh, look at this. Lady Diana. I like that too. I used to love Lady Diana. So that was my second book. And then I had off, I can't remember who it was that bought me a gift voucher. And I decided, can't remember, I don't know if it was for my birthday or Christmas. I can't remember what it was for, but I had a gift voucher that I needed to use. And I thought, I'm going to buy this. And I bought the Simone Gooding Hedgerow because I want to make the doll. I love working with felt, as you all know. Well, if there's new subscribers here, you won't know, but I do really, really enjoy working with felt, and I really want to make that. I've actually bought this book so I can make that doll and all the clothes and a little fox bag around a shoulder. Oh, but I also quite like these as well. Those are quite nice. So yeah, them are my incoming goodies. 3 books, 2 swaps, and a little bit of yarn. Oh, and a pattern, or 2 patterns. But you know, it's a while since I've podcast, so I've got a lot to show you. Right, so let me make sure I have told you everything. I have, yeah. My Charles, my fairy. Yeah, I've told you everything. So, last but not least, I have got a shop update coming tonight at 7 o'clock, and I will leave the link to my shop in the description box below. So I'll show you. I've been hoarding this fabric for some time. Well, when I say some time, I don't know if you remember Tim taking me for my anniversary to So Hot in Fleetwood. Beautiful fabric shop. Highly recommend a visit. But you'll have to save up first. Anyway, Tim took me there and I bought some of this fabric and a few other things of this lady's while I were there. So I have, in this month's shop update, I've used that fabric that I bought. I've saved some for myself, but I have used some. And it is a lady called, and I've never heard of her before, Kath Holden. And I love the fabric. It's got like a vintage vibe feel to it. Oh, I just loved it. So this is what's going in my shop tonight. We have got this drawstring bag, and it's got vintage buttons and a little bit of vintage patchwork. Now on the vintage patchwork, you'll see in a minute, I'll show it you on one of the next ones, I had a little tiny piece of patchwork left. So I've put it on the inside of that bag. Isn't that lovely? I just thought, oh, I'm not using that. What can I do? And I thought I'll just put it on the inside as a little bit of a, I don't know, feature. So there's this one. This is quite a big one, this. I think this is about 12 and a half inches wide, something like that. So there's that one with the buttons. Oh, I love this fabric. This one is my favourite. And again, I've saved some of this because I thought I might even make a journal cover with this. Look at that. Isn't that? It's busy and you sort of have to look at it and, oh, I don't know, look at all the bits and pieces. I need to find you on here the little bit there. Oh no, that's not it. I don't know if I can find it. You know, the little bit of patchwork. It's like this little bit of patchwork that I cut out to put in that other bag. Anyway, I've done a drawstring one of those, and they've all got heavy calico on the bottom. It's not linen this time, it's calico. I've done exactly the same, only one with a zipper. Same size and everything, it's just got a zipper closure instead of a drawstring. Isn't it lovely? I love it. And then I've done this is the patchwork, and then I've done the button drawstring on the top, and I've used like it's like a rustic colour. It's a quilting cotton to line them all in, but I thought it just goes well with the rustic feel of the fabric, doesn't it? With it, you know, having that. Anyway, that's what I've used. So I've made that. And then I had enough left of this, after saving a little bit for myself, for another zipper bag. You could use this as an extra large notions pouch, or this is an ideal size for any amigurumi. And again, it's a zipper and it's got a box bottom. And then last but no means least, I've made some more Coronation bags. This is definitely going to be the last of my Coronation bags, and I'm definitely not doing any more now. So this is my first one. This is a Bella and Boo fabric, and what I did, I cut it all up and then patched it all up again, because I quite liked the fact that it was all obscure and different, if you can see what I mean. If you go and see if you can find this fabric, you'll see what I mean. I didn't have to cut it up and sew it all together again, because it was like this, but I wanted to take out some of the white that was all around the fabric. Anyway, I'm waffling. So this is the largest one I've got. It's got all the Bella and Boo on the front. It's all patchwork, and then on the back it's blue and white pinstripes, And inside this one, it's red and white check with, now this is really hard to see, but you can see it, can you see that? It's a lion notions pouch, so that goes with that one. Then the next one is the same, Bella and Boo, all cut up and then patchwork together again, with this as a top panel and the blue and white stripe on the back with this has got a white lining, and that one's got a dog, a little tiny Scotty dog, isn't that cute? On there, and then last but no means least, a little tiny pouch. I just had enough to do a little tiny pouch. And this one is the king, well, it's a little boy, and a dog, and the Union Jacks, and this one's blue and white polka dot. And that one has got, I love this, look at this, little crown lavender pouch. And that is it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to swing you around and put you over there, and I'm just going to show you this junk journal that I'm in the middle of making. I am loving my paperwork. I come up here at night time sometimes, I just shut my door, bring a coffee, close the world off, and all I do is cut out paper, stick it back together again. Oh, and it's so much fun. I'm loving it. I will show you my junk journal, and that's it. Until next time, I'm sorry that it's been a long waffly one. Can't you tell I don't get out much now because I'm chatting to a camera and I can't stop talking. Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching. If you haven't already pressed that subscription button, don't forget, please subscribe and like, give me a thumbs up, and please do comment. I like to, you know, to chit chat with you all. And so till next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through of my journal. I haven't decorated it. I have just only started this about 3 days ago. I have been inspired by a young lady, and her business is called Amity Bloom. She is on Instagram, YouTube, and she has an Etsy shop. And everything she does, I absolutely love. I've also taken a couple of her classes, online classes, which I would highly recommend. I will leave links to everywhere that you can find her. She's called Naz. Her nickname is Naz. And I will leave everything, all the links down below where you can find her. This journal is nowhere near finished. I have made, it's a 3 signature journal. I have bound the signatures in already. Don't know as if I should have done that so soon. Got a little bit carried away. Anyway, this is a PDF kit that I bought from Naz. And I have literally just started putting it together. It's all kits, journaling kits. Some of them are not. Some of them are mixed and matched. Anyway, yeah, I don't really know what to say. And can you see now why I don't do much of my paper crafting? Because on YouTube. Because if you go on YouTube and watch some of these journaling crafters, oh, they are fabulous. They're so professional. Really easy to talk behind the... I just can't do it. I just don't seem to be able to do it. Anyway, I am really enjoying it. That's all that I'm really pleased about it. This is a little die cut. I have a C6 machine, so I've used just music paper and a little tiny flower die cut. All different kinds of paper. And like I say, I haven't finished decorating it yet. There's lots of ephemera to go in. This is a piece of vellum. That's the middle of the first signature. Not really much to show you, other than that, you know, it's got 3 signatures in. That one's got pockets in the middle of that one. And all these pages are from the kit, from the journaling kit. Some of them aren't. Some of them are from another They're all mixed and matched. Some of them are tea stained. This is a tea stained, just a writing paper that I did. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. I absolutely love it. This is some of the bits and pieces out of the kit. This is the one that I'm doing at the moment. Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, it's just so nice. Look at that. Anyway, I don't really know what else to say. You've listened to me waffle for long enough. So this is a front. That's the spine. And this is going to have a dingle dangle on it. Like it's like a charm that you put on them. That's the back. And I don't know what kind of closure I'm going to use yet. Whether I'll just wrap some sari silk around it, or maybe punch some holes here and put some brads in and maybe do a tie. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. But anyway, that's as far as I've got. And I'm loving it. Right, I'm definitely going to go now. I'm sick. I bet you're sick of me talking to you. I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.